Hello everybody, it is me, again, the strange individual, playing, the Stanley Parable 2, that is what we are doing. I'm gonna hop straight into it, I guess. Last time we befriended a bucket, and we did a heap of stuff with the bucket. The narrator stole my bucket. My goal is to free the bucket. If there's an ending where me and the bucket can escape and have a happy life,
for a company in a big building
I want that
where
one.
he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
I think we've all seen this before. Let's be honest here, okay? We've all seen that. We know what's going on. We know what's happening. Now, to anyone watching this, you don't need to watch the last episode. You should know what the Stanley Parable is, hopefully. It's a very well-known game. Just going to change my volume a little bit. It's very well-known. This is the Ultra Deluxe version with new content. This is the bucket. I'm taking you.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Let's find out indeed. Let's see what happens.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what? I'm gonna do what the narrator says. Because I want to know what happens.
Still no one was here.
I still don't know what's happened
Stanley
here.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Please help me, bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
So I didn't used to do stuff like this, but I'm now wanting to just make slower form content, like content that goes for like an hour or so every video, that people can just sort of kick back and listen to in the background. Okay, so I can remember there's an ending from the previous game where you glitch the door shut. And I want to try that at some point. I won't do it now. But that is a thing. This is fancy. What's up here? What's going on here? The bathroom. Can I get anything in here? Is there stuff I can do? There's no ending for, like... No? Okay. What the heck? It's shut behind me. That's... Okay. This direction then?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
Thank
in
you,
his darkest
bucket.
of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
There's so many
It would
books
be
in
with
here.
him always.
I imagine they're books.
The bucket would.
I'm legally
And he
blind, by the
knew
way.
it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket
I share a
that he
deep
didn't notice
connection.
the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh my god, the keypad
Nor in
behind the
his
boss's
bliss of
desk.
simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the
Whoa.
bucket all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This feels backrooms-ish. Crikey. That's the most Australian thing I've ever said.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The
I will
bucket
be
is here
okay.
for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Okay, as long as I've got my bucket, I will be okay. My goal is to
Stanley
escape
and the
this
bucket
building.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Ooh, but... This is there. I swear it used to say escape above this. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? Or does it in fact say escape and I just can't see? So what I want to know... Ah, this is hard. I'm going this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Oh, it
the
did.
truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Stanley and the bucket, you say?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Will it be painful though? Nothing can be painful except losing my bucket. What? Is that an incinerator? Oh gosh. That was fun. Am I just dead now? I better not just be dead now. Oh good. Ow, my damn legs. Oh my god. Flashing light warning. It's too late now, but still.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise,
Oh.
Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
No!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
What?
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Ah. Wait. What?
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
What about me? I died also. Buckets. Oh, buckets. What is going on? Am I just at a museum of bucketiness?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
I can't
Can
see
you see
anything.
the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Excuse me? I gave everything for that bucket. How dare you? Wait, am I going the wrong... Oh. Don't judge me, okay? I don't know what's going on. And I definitely did not just walk up the stairs, I just came down. So, this is just the land of bucketsness? Is this a bucket? It's not my bucket, but is it a bucket? I think it is. I would read it, but rest and relaxation. Da, 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 da. Ow. Please forgive me. I don't know where anything is, and it's going to take a while for me to figure that out. I will get there. I will get there eventually, people. Ooh, this way. What am I hearing? Is that like... It's an ancient song of some kind. I could not go down there. Is this like cave people? I'm not sure what's going on. What on earth?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
What about a woman?
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Could a woman own the bucket? That's the question. Where am... What? Where am I? What the heck am I? Oh my god, the bucket! I found you again.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right
me and
this
the
terrible
narrator?
wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
What?
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
I don't want to do
We can
that.
save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a
The
new
bucket is
world,
mine.
a new vision.
No! That was brutal. That was that was dark. I'm playing I'm not using a desk today. I'm using like a little I don't know what it's called. It's like a wooden thing. I sit it on my lap and I just like have like a lap desk.
All of his code
So
letters
if
were
I
gone.
drop my mouse
What could it
on the
mean?
floor, please
Stanley decided
forgive
to
me.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
Okay,
Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket.
today I'm
And
speedrunning.
indeed it was.
I'm getting back to that part of the game, but this time I'm not going to die.
And entered the door on his left.
I mean, I may die again. That probably will happen. I tend to die a lot in this.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked
Come on.
upstairs to
Come
the
on, Stanley.
boss's
You
office.
can do it. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to
Stepping
escape.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once
What was
again
it? What was it?
stunned to discover not an indication of any human
2,
life.
8,
Crushed by the
4,
weight of this
5.
revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket is sentient,
Yes,
by
this is
far.
certainly the most logical explanation.
How many endings have I done without the bucket? 1. That's because the second I laid my eyes on this beautiful bucket, I've just never been able to do anything else. I mean, it takes out my entire visual field. I literally can't look at anything else. Okay, we're back here. Let's
Stanley and the bucket
not...
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Apparently it does say escape. I still can't see where. But, let's go into here. What if I don't hit the button?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Whoa. This is a cool room though. Look how cool it is. Look at all the lights. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way. Is there like a button or something that I'm supposed to push here? No? Oh, yes.
The monitors jumped to
Whoa.
life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Oh, the poor bucket. This is a sick room though. can I acknowledge how cool the room is? Look at this room. It's really, really cool.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
That's a big thought.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Ooh, an elevator.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
Oh,
He
I thought I
couldn't
was about
accept
to
it.
die.
His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Exactly.
He squeezed the bucket
Come on,
tighter.
Stanley.
His one friend in the entire
My neck
world.
is itchy.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. I can't trust the narrator at all. The narrator stole my bucket,
Here
if
was
anyone
the
remembers
proof.
that.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and
I
the
would love to
bucket,
do that.
up against the world.
Just trying to
They
find it.
high-fived in a really cool way.
Yay!
The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's go. What happens if I don't, though? Okay. This is an
When at
ending
last they came to the
that I
source of the
remember
room's power,
from the original game.
Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Now, okay, off or on? Isn't it already off? Because it must be one of them, or is it just neutral? Am I stupid? It must already be on or off, right? System power. Okay, I really want to know what happens if I turn it on. Let's turn it off though, because I'm a good lad.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes! They had done
Yay!
it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the
what
evil
is beyond the door,
mind-control
though?
machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once they
I
stepped through
want
this massive
to
door, the bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
live in
Stanley
a
wanted
haunted
to
house.
sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned.
That sounds
but it was
terrible.
one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to
Oh my God,
trust, to
trees.
support, and
The sky. I miss color.
what? Wait, what was happening?
What?
Why had the door stopped? Was
No.
Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
If you are not telling me that I don't get my
There was
happy
silence
ending
in the
now.
room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No.
Even
No.
the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, will go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Will anything
No.
let me keep my
Stanley
bucket?
can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
How
Not
dare
while this
you.
building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
I can't see
But
anything.
At least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long
can't
as I
see
have
the
my
bucket, though.
with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
That's my gulp sound effect. Enjoy it. So I didn't get freedom though. Me and the bucket were trapped forever.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Can I
it
go back
mean?
in?
Stanley decided to go to the
No.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's it. I'm turning that machine on. Gimme.
Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes. I love that bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Let's go to the,
Stanley had felt
let's take the
bucket
other
calling
path
him,
to the meeting
telling
room,
him that
because
the employee
could be fun.
lounge was simply the place to be.
Let's mix it up a bit.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The
Stanley
bucket
took
is
the door on
never
his
wrong.
left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the
Okay, last time I went through
section
here, I
and
had an
walked straight
intervention,
ahead to
so
the
let's...
opposite door.
I want to know what happens if I do destroy the
Still
bucket.
no one was here. Stanley needed the
But I'm not
bucket's
willing to
warmth
destroy
and
my
comfort
bucket,
now
because my
more than
bucket
ever.
is my friend,
Perhaps his
and I'm
boss's
not going to do
office
that.
was where he'd find. Coming to a staircase,
If I get a
Stanley
different
and the
bucket to destroy,
walked
then I will
upstairs to the
gladly
boss's
destroy it,
office.
because that is not mine. This one is mine. No one is taking my bucket from me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Let me get in front of it. There we
Crushed by
go.
the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Stanley is
Was it
godly.
the bucket knew all along?
That's my real
Was
name,
the bucket
Godly.
guiding
That's who I really am.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical
I'm a superhero.
explanation.
I am Bucket Man. I have not laughed as much in this episode. This episode's a lot more serious. Some weird stuff has gone down today. What on earth? Okay. I'll try and get some more enthusiastic endings later, but this is...
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I feel like if you are going to the... If you go through the left door, you're going to have a much more serious experience.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
The right
with
door is
television
pure
screens.
comedy.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh, this way. What was that ending where I was like stuck in the roof and I was just like watching myself? Because that one was weird. That was weird, people.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office
Probably
was
shouldn't
being
be standing this close to the edge.
monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I will protect you. I want a bucket in real life now. I want one.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's fever.
The bucket wants to spend the rest of its life with me
No!
in my
He screamed
gothic
into the bucket.
mansion.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
And apparently I can't even trust the building. The building won't even let me have a happy ending. Where am I? This way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold
gonna
reality
turn
of
it
his
on.
past began to sink
I'm gonna
in,
turn it on.
Stanley decided
gonna
that
do
this
it.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Fire!
over another human
I
life.
literally missed.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Oh, the bucket
Stanley
pressed it,
gasped
canonically.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
No, I
To
pressed it.
take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly.
What?
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What the heck is happening? On. What?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the
What?
bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible...
Listen to me spam.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
I have an irrational fear of
all
birds.
the possible paths his life could have taken,
It's not a phobia,
this
I just don't
one
like them.
was surely the best.
I like the cute
And
ones.
Stanley was happy.
Really? I got a happy ending with the birds. I'm gonna starve to death here though. I mean, at least it ended with me being happy. That's something. I did not get my freedom though.
All
I
of his
want
co-workers were
to be
gone.
free.
What could it mean?
That's my
Stanley
goal.
decided to go to the meeting room. One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together.
Okay, I'm gonna do the ending that I was talking about earlier, where like you glitch through the door. Actually, if anyone's ever played this game and they don't know how this one works, fair enough, because I had to watch a video to learn about it as
Stanley
well.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than
But
ever.
you can watch me do
Perhaps
it.
his boss's office was where he coming to a staircase.
I don't
Stanley and the
actually
bucket
remember
walked
how it ended.
upstairs to
I
the
think it just
boss's
ends with
office.
you... I don't remember what happened in the original game. Yeah, so it's like you walk in, then you walk out again.
Stepping in.
Like that. Yes. There we go. So now I've escaped the system. And I can go do what I want. Can I go down here? I doubt it. I imagine I can't. I think I'm supposed to go this way. So at first this might seem like a glitch in the system, but it's not, because the doors have opened again. It's an intentional ending. I just don't know what happens at the end of it. So I guess I just walk back this way now. I can listen to the metallic shake of the bucket. Was this door here before? Is this new? And it's definitely where I'm supposed to go. 'Cause that's my office. This is crazy. What is this? Elevator. There's no buttons. What kind of lift is this? Is it lift or elevator? Or does it depend on where you are? I mean, I don't even know, so... I don't pay attention to stereotypes of places. I say whatever I feel like at the time. I just randomly start talking with with an accent that isn't mine sometimes. I don't know where it comes from. It just happens. Is this... How tall is this? How long does this go for? This is top quality content, isn't it? Watching me walk upstairs. What is this? An office. This is what everyone wanted. This is what everyone thought when they clicked on this video. I want to watch Alex climb stairs for 3 minutes. I hope you all feel fulfilled. I hope this is what you wanted in life, because this is what you've gotten. Oh. Where on earth am I going? That's the door I just came through, isn't it? Yep. Oh! There's a thing. an escape pod? Are we getting married? What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, are we sending the bucket away? I actually might cry. That was that was the most amazing ending ever. Oh my god, that was so sad.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
That door is where the exit is. This isn't the right office. I've mucked up the game because I freed the bucket. Is the bucket gone now? Oh my god! I actually saved it! The bucket is not here anymore. No way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, I need to be able to escape as well. I freed the bucket last time. Maybe I can escape also.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
I
boss's
can't believe I
office.
actually saved the bucket. This is insane. But I didn't get my happy ending though. I need to join the bucket.
Stepping in...
I'm gonna do it. I'm actually astonished I didn't burst into tears at that. That was the most heartwarming thing I've ever seen. It took me too long to figure out what was going on. I thought we were like getting married or something. Really hope there's an ending where you get to marry the bucket. That'd be sick. In a good way. I'm gonna reunite myself with the bucket. There was other bucket-based endings that I'm curious about. Here it is. Okay. Oh, now you get even more time to watch me walk upstairs. I'm sure you're thrilled about this. Is the bucket still going to be there? Do I get to go up to where the bucket is, and do we finally get to be free? Because the narrator isn't talking to me anymore. Like, I've properly escaped now. That was... There's shivers going down my body after that. That was so beautiful. Where are we going? Where does that thing take us? And how am I still climbing stairs? How many floors? It's too dark. I can't even see what's going on. Yes! Here we are. Or is the thing not going to be there? There it is. Is the bucket in it? No. Is that just where it ends? I better get a cutscene after that. Come on. What is that just... Oh. That's so disappointing.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He
Wait.
hoped it was.
Is
He
this
hoped
different?
very much that it was.
Is it just me? Or is the office different? Or am I going crazy? I could be going crazy. The bucket is... What? Replacement buckets. Okay. You are not... I have to free the replacement bucket.
Try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Excuse me, narrator?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm going to lose this one too. I'm going to free this one. This is not the original though. This is a different one.
Still no one was here.
I will never be fulfilled inside until I'm reunited with my other bucket.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs.
The bucket
to
is
the
free
boss's
though.
office.
I freed the bucket, now I just have to free myself.
Stepping in.
I'm really hoping that they've programmed it so the narrator gets like really, really mad at me every time I do this. And I'm sorry if you get sick of watching this same ending over and over again. Okay, if I free this bucket as well, what happens? It's just, I gotta know. Is he gonna give up on buckets entirely? Is the narrator even a he? An it? Can I put the bucket back? No. I promise this is the last time I will do this unless the dialogue changes significantly. But I need to know what happens. This is what this game is. It's play over and over again until you find out what happens. I'm gonna do it. I feel like my YouTube narration is not the most entertaining thing in the world. I can probably work on that. I have quite a monotone voice, I think. I can put enthusiasm into it. I can make it a bit more interesting. But in general, I don't think I'm the most amusing person to listen to, although I am the school comedian, so that's not the same as being the class clown, by the way. The class clown makes people laugh in class when they're supposed to be working. I make people laugh out of class when they're supposed to be listening to me, so... You know? My goal is to make all of the assemblies, like, entertaining. That's my goal as a high school student. Where am I going? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna free this bucket. This one's not the same. This is not as heartwarming. It was more beautiful the first time because that's the bucket I connected with. That's the bucket I shared my soul with. This is still adorable though. The song. The music. My mouse fell off my thing, no. Oh my god, why is it almost hitting harder this time? What? Oh, goodbye. Wait, what? Was that noise there last time? Probably. Everything in this game makes me question. Okay, is the narrator going to be super
had never
mad
seen
now?
the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was.
I don't know if it
He
is.
hoped very much that it was.
That light's not even on. Okay, the bucket and the sign are both gone now. So now I can just get whatever ending I want and wait for that. So, let's see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
If I
and
get
Stanley
another
knew it
bucket,
perfectly
then
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
I'm
just to
probably
admire it.
not gonna
Wow.
do much with it.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I wanna know what happens if I do
Stanley,
some of this
perhaps
stuff
we've
without the
gotten off
bucket.
on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I think you
I
are.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Because the only
difficult,
ending where I
but the
managed to
fact
escape
is
the
that
place
story has
was
been
the
about
one where
nothing but
you didn't
all this
tell me
time.
what to do.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Yep.
Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
You have
that
zero
convinced that I
consideration
want
for me,
something
narrator.
bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
No,
to
you
show
don't.
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Ooh.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section.
I dropped the mouse.
Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
What's over there?
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Actually, I like the idea of skill trees in games.
And you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Yay.
Which already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
I loved it.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yes.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did
good question.
I know the game needed a third door?
Well, it's a choose your own adventure game,
It's
so
instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
mean,
I
more-
really couldn't
more
say where the
choices.
idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try.
really.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable worldwide leaderboard. What? And this is like all the people, and then I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, this is me. You are objective. I'm objectively ranked terribly. Okay, that's good to know. Oh wait, does this take me to the same place? Oh good, it does.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm gonna say no.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and
Really?
now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me
course
boot
not.
it up.
This ending
In
has so
this
much
game,
content in
the
it.
baby crawls left
Oh my god.
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
This baby's
all about the
terrifying.
desperation and tedium
Look
of
at that.
endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of
I mean, it's
course,
adorable,
the message of
but
the game only becomes clear
way it's
once
looking
you've
at
been
me.
playing it for about 4 hours.
I'm not
So
playing this
why
for
don't
4
you
hours.
Give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
How close can it get before it like burns up? This is so annoying. Oh. Wait, I can save it when it's in the fire? What?
You heartless
Oh.
bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
The baby's still
Because
alive.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely
Oh,
out
no,
of
it's
ideas.
not. Oh,
I
God.
can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done.
Don't call me
It's
heartless.
over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Your game had one
Just to
button
ease
in
the
it.
pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes.
What game are we gonna
This
play?
seems like it'll work.
I
Let's
think in
give
the
it a
original
shot.
it was Minecraft. Is it going to be Minecraft? Because I would love it if that was in fact the case. It is not.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Okay,
What's
now
our backstory?
I know
What
that
our
this is a
motivation?
famous game, okay?
Well, it seems obvious
But I
to
don't
me
know
that
what
you
game
are
this
meant to
is.
play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stan. And it seems there's even more.
Is this a sync?
Come, let's
There's-
venture
there's no
outward
tap.
and see what else is out there.
Why did that have the Minecraft door opening sound? I've gone the wrong way. That's what's happened here. I don't know what game this is, and I can tell that people in the comments are going to be mad at me. But I just don't know.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Oh my god, I can escape.
It is.
I'm
It's
free.
an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
How
Goodness,
dare
Stanley,
you?
what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
I wanted to escape.
Woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something
Okay.
with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Okay.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I know what this is. This is
exactly what I had in
Rocket
mind.
League.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here.
This
Now,
is really
this
cool.
is game design. Stanley,
I was
if you manage
mind
to get
blown
lost in
when we did this
game,
before.
I will be phenomenally impressed.
Like when last time it was Minecraft and Portal, which are also my two favorite games. So being taken to those
Okay,
was
so what exactly
like
do we
wonderful.
do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think
Sports
it's sports
ball.
ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
What?
Yes,
That's
I think
baseball.
surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yes. Oh my god, it's huge. Yeah. Yes, get in.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
I mean,
I'm going to try it out.
maybe?
Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Can I like...
More balls!
What if I stand below where they come down? Oh, they just bounce off of me. Oh my god, there's so many. Yes. Why can't I hear a truck in
Are
the
you
background?
enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real
Get
video
in.
game?
Yeah.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What happens if I go in the
That's
goal?
right. Your little fun comes to an end.
What?
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure.
You know what?
I'm
That's
your
true,
sense of
actually.
purpose.
If
And
you can do
since
anything in the
decided you
game,
didn't
then
want to play my
what
game,
is it?
now I don't want to play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Is he gonna come back? Is it gonna come? What is the narrator? Is the narrator a robot? Is the narrator a person? Does the narrator just exist? What is the narrator? And why can't I hear a truck? I'm just gonna jump. 360!
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, he was still there.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Ah! I'm in the back rooms. I mean, I don't actually know where I am, but it feels like the back rooms. Where on earth am I? Wait. Oh, this is the two doors, but it's different. Wait, so where can I... This isn't the meeting room, though. Oh, no. Wait, the office lounge, whatever it is. Is this way, like... This is really weird. Okay, this takes me to... Okay, well, I guess I'll just go this way, because this is clearly where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, so that's the two doors back there. So in here... is... Wait, what? Oh, here we go. This is... I thought I was walking back through the game, but I don't think I am. Where on earth is this? Is this my office? Where am I? Do I go back? What is going on? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I'm not.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I just wanted to
He'll
see if the
understand
bucket
soon
came
what I
back.
was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to
This
this
game
world.
is so meta.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
The end is never
Very
the
soon.
end.
I can wait.
This is really creepy. This is unsettling. This is uncanny. I'm not sitting in a comfortable position right now.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were
Is the
gone.
bucket back?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, just replacing bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Oh, okay. It's the same content. This bucket is not the same.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
I don't like this bucket.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley
You
had
are an
felt the
imposter.
bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
You are an
And here it
imposter
was.
bucket.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
This bucket is
Stanley took
not
the door on his left
my
to
bucket.
go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yeah, we're gonna go down here. Okay, now last time
Oh,
we had an
good,
intervention
Stanley.
down
I'm
here.
glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Did you? Did you
see,
know?
your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom
Yeah,
Closet.
so this is the
Because
baby.
that's what
This is
fans
my
want from a sequel.
mannequin
They want more
wife.
of their favorite jokes, not this
This is
bucket
the
that they've never seen
broom
before.
closet.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending
the
too much
computer.
time with it. Don't you want another story involving
The
the
boss's
Adventure Line?
fireplace?
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that.
Okay,
wagon
so
line.
if
Who
anyone
knows where
remembers-
it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly
There was a
music as
different.
well.
There was a choice at the end of this. Oh yeah, the song. What? Ah. Da, da, da,
Now,
da.
this
Oh.
is what the Stanley Parable
was getting
is
into
all
that.
about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then.
When
Let's
was
do
that
it for the
ending?
fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley?
I will give out
We
the
need to
bucket.
get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
I will destroy this
I
bucket. This
think
bucket
it'll
isn't
make a
mine. I'm
wonderful
not attached
new
to this
addition
one.
to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to
Yes,
me it already
indeed.
feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
How do I put it in? I'm trying to put it in.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know
Am I
what the Bucket
stupid?
Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
I'm
Destroying
trying to put it in.
buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve
bucket's
to
like
join
looking
the
at
pantheon
me.
of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is
I'm
so
actively
densely
trying
loaded
to
with
put it in. I don't know
complexity
why I
and nuance
can't.
that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and finish.
I'm
We
trying.
can't get
I
back
don't
to the
understand
classic
what-
Stanley
am I supposed to be able to put
Parable
this in?
characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer.
I don't
Until
think
you
I'm allowed
crush
to-
that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh, okay. That was really disappointing. I'm sorry, Bucket Destroyer. This is the second time I've destroyed the Bucket
My
Destroyer.
prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered
Hey,
now.
it's not my fault.
Goodbye, new friend.
I
For
tried.
the moment in time that you were here.
I'm really tired, guys.
Magnificent.
I mean, people. Well, that happened. Let's go. I wonder who's still watching. Who's still watching the video now? Wait, what on earth? This is not the same.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He did not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna go back down there without the bucket.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm getting out of here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and
Nah.
got back on track.
I'm going down here without the bucket. I need to know what happens.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even
It's
further
different.
off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Wait, is it?
From here, it's...
Oh, it's the same room without the intervention.
Left.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
excuse me?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I don't know who the narrator
Let's
is.
see, we went down right, left,
I'm trying
down,
to figure this out.
left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. There's a truck? How do I get past the truck? This direction? Oh, I'm back here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I've been here before, though.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
That's a very disappointing
from
ending.
the top.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The office
Stanley
isn't
decided
shaped
to go to the
differently
meeting
now.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket's gone. But the stand's also gone. Just everything about the bucket has disappeared. That's really weird.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh my god, they're shut.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did
This is
something
weird.
change?
This is really weird.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wait. There's so many places I can go. What if I escape? It's different. What? Oh my god, it really is the back rooms now. It's actually... What is this place?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
What
Do we
on
just-
earth?
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. Can I... What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
bucket's still
simply
gone.
missed a memo.
They're still shut.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why
Wait,
don't
now
we
they
get
don't
back
exist.
the other direction and see if we missed anything.
Okay. This game is so weird.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
But... what? Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What is this?
Is this the story?
Is this a
I don't
hut?
think
It's
so.
like a wooden...
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
That's not fulfilling.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yay.
No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Me neither,
We
to
both
be
know
honest.
you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
What game should I play next?
All right, I've
Whoa.
got a solution. This time, to make sure we
Oh
don't
my god,
get
it's the
lost,
adventure line.
I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
It's really cool. What if I don't follow the line though?
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
I like
I'd
it.
like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Made sense to me.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. Oh, yes, it's the song again. I don't know how the song goes.
Cut the music.
Oh,
Go back and look at that fern.
wait. What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
I don't think it
Make
will.
sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I do not think I'll be able to recognize it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
Come
through...
on, Line.
You... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Buddy.
To hell with it. Restart.
How dare... Oh, okay. So, do we...
You know what, Stanley?
Ah!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Exactly.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Where? Oh, here.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
What?
want our story to be?
I'm in an infinite
Go
loop.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
Oh,
Stanley.
what the
I'm
heck?
ready for it.
That's so strange. It's gonna be the stupid TV room
no,
again,
not
isn't
you
it?
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Ooh, we
From
do.
here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each
I'm going the
door
wrong
has
way.
to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
What?
starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
What?
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
What are you
Our
talking
destiny
about?
awaits.
I could understand his philosophy stuff from earlier, but that was complete
What's
nonsense.
this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
I'm sorry.
We're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
I don't understand
Where
how
do I
the...
get to decide?
What is the
Why
law
don't
of this
I
game?
get a say in all of this?
The narrator
Is it
controls
really...
everything, but sometimes
No,
they
it
don't.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Good job,
And the
narrator.
timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Are we free?
The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Are we
How
escaping?
would we even know?
When I freed the bucket,
Will
like,
someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
this is lonely.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in
I'm
some
sorry, my
way
throat's
that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
The
We'll
destination
find
is
out, won't we?
death,
Eventually.
I think. So,
Well, in the
kind
meantime,
of makes sense.
if you
Oh my god, what the hell was that? Oh. I have been reset. There's a phone ringing. I can't answer the phone. It is this phone, right? Oh. I did something. I'm actually really upset that I can't answer the phone. I want to know who's on the other end. This game is addictive. I need to keep playing it. I need to know what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll do it. I don't think I get to see the bucket again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think one of my favorite endings was the one last time where Mariella just said my life kicks ass
Stepping
and then
into his
backflipped her way
manager's
to work.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story
Oh,
as
I'm
quickly
sorry,
as possible,
I'm sorry.
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Can I play the piano?
That kind of
I can play
anxiety
piano.
isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Why are the spaces between the keys so thick? What? This is relaxing.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward
Whoa.
into the opened passageway.
Okay. If anyone knows more endings to the game that I haven't, like, tried out or that you want me to have a go at, then please let me know. But I think I've done most of them. I mean, I've played the original game before, and I think a lot of people know what happened in the original game. So that's
Stanley
why
walked straight ahead through the
I
large
haven't
door
done some
that read
stuff.
Mind control facility.
I mean, I've forgotten a fair bit, but I remember some stuff. I don't have the bucket this time. Okay, the original bucket is free.
Packed with television screens.
I freed it.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is a long video. I hope you like it, because I don't know what else I'm going to do otherwise.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
We've seen this bit
Stanley's
before.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
It's
where
just before we had a
freedom meant
bucket.
nothing.
Hope people can't hear me swallowing. That'd
This
be really
mind
awkward.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
No.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
I mean,
job?
probably,
That his
actually.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let me in.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I wouldn't
His
like
own
being
life
here in real life. I
someone
mean, I know
else's
it's a mind control facility, but just like
Never.
the fact that
It was
I'm this high up.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I
But here was the
would
proof.
say I have a
The
fear of
heart the
heights,
operation.
maybe. Like, I have a
Controls
fear of
labeled
falling.
with emotions, happy or sad.
I'm not afraid
or
of, like,
content,
actually being up
walking,
high.
eating, working,
But I'm afraid of being high if I'm not very certain that nothing can go wrong.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Is it just me or is this place
For
different?
he
I swear this
would
big, like, red
dismantle
thing
the
wasn't there
controls
before.
once and for all.
Yeah, this thing. I swear this wasn't here when I came here with the bucket. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. It's possible. It said I wasn't allowed out with the buckets. What if am I allowed out without the bucket? Is this the big moment? Is Stanley finally free? Surely not. Something's gonna go wrong. Something's gonna stop me. Because someone always stops me.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes,
Yes!
he had won.
Is the door actually gonna open all the way now? Whoops. I didn't mean to pause the game.
Defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Let's go.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
That's true.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
That's true.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I swear there is no way to get an
As
answer to
sunlight
that.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
How is this room pure black though?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of
This
liberation,
is so wholesome.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Oh my god, wait, I did exactly what the narrator said.
Was happy.
Well, if you do what the narrator says, you get a happy ending. That's the only one where you get a happy ending. That was the plot twist all along. Do what the narrator says and you will be happy. Oh, I'm free. Now. Wait, hang on. Am I... Yep. Okay, I'm back in the office. Well, everybody, that was the Stanley Parable 2. There's more content to this, probably, that I can play, if you want me to. But I think I'm reasonably happy with that being the end to this 2-part series. But I will play other games soon. Or at least another game. Whatever I feel like. I could play Undertale. Undertale's a hard one because there's a lot of reading, and reading hurts me, but you know, I can play stuff. I've played Portal in the past, and Portal 2 as well, but I could play other things. Whatever you want, really. Please consider liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate it, and thank you. Leave a comment as to what you want me to do next, please, because I don't know what I'm going to do next. Well, goodbye.